Yo, what's up squad? It's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, and today guys, I'm going to show you my 5th prestige, stats, classes, and unlocks, all that good stuff. I'm about to hit it, and you guys are going to experience it with me, so let's do this. Alright, so here we are guys. I'm level 50, 4th prestige. I can enter the 5th. Before we do that, check out my stats, which aren't that impressive. I'm not even showing off. I kind of wanted to be skipping this because I really wish I was doing better, but I'm really doing the best I can. Our amount of time played, we have 2 days, 8 hours, and 42 minutes playing time, which is not too bad considering we're about to enter our 5th prestige. These are flying by so fast because I seem to get double XP pretty often. I'm sure you guys are too, from the supply drops, or whatever they're called in this game, and you rank up much quicker in here, it seems like. But for my kills, 10,575. For the wins, 295. Score, 106,000. Oh wow, that's actually a million. 1,062,825. Looks like 100,000 for a second. 2.2 KD, which is kind of staying around there. My goal, I guess, is to go for a 3. I'm always pushing for like 1 above my current KD, so I want at least a 3, but I'm happy with at least a 2 because I kind of had to lower my standards for this game. Surviving longer in here is much more difficult than it was from previous CODs. The gameplay is so fast-paced. They get around you quick. It's sometimes tough to stay alive for a long time. And I know you guys hear me say this all the time, and some of you may not agree, but I play solo. And by playing solo, it makes it more challenging. Right now, if you play in a team, try playing by yourself against other teams. It's tough, it really is. That's why my win-loss ratio is pretty bad, 0.49, but I can't blame it on just that. I do lose, I'm always trying to win. When I play objective-based game modes, I know some of you guys probably say, Sean, play the objective more. I play the objective as best as I can while still trying to earn my streaks and get my kills, because I've always been a Slayer player. I care about winning, I love winning, but I kind of focus on getting kills more while trying to win at the same time. I do my best of doing both because if there's a player on your team who gets all the score streaks and stuff, that helps out a ton and allows your team to push up, to cap those objectives, and to do those things. So I'm kind of a Slayer player. I know a bunch of you guys are too, you tell me in the comments, but I do my best to win. I try to, and it's a 0.49. Yeah, not that impressive, I know. Score per minute, 312.35. It's getting up there, not doing too shabby, but in this game I'm really not concerned or too focused on my stats. I'm playing more to have fun. I'm trying different weapons out. I'm not sticking to the tryhard guns, aka the BAL. Even though it was nerfed recently, it's still probably one of the more dominant, if not the most dominant gun in the game. Still very effective. Here are our past few games: 2.5, 2.22, 2.33, 1.66. As you can see, you know, that's around my KD. I don't have that impressive of scores in here. It's tough, especially with the skill-based matchmaking. The more I level up, the more I play, the more prevalent the skill-based matchmaking becomes. Because at this point, at my level in Prestige, I never face noobs. I really don't. I never face people who are just starting and playing the game for the first time. It's set up that way so you don't play against noobs. So I kind of can understand it on their end and why they added it. So it's more fair. So if a new player hops in, they're not going to get smashed by really good players. But the thing is, I asked this question before, and I got your comments on it in the comments below. What are your thoughts on skill-based matchmaking? Because you literally can't face against newbie players. You're always bound to face people that are around your level, and it's always kids that are trying really hard. I try really hard to win, so I'm gonna face kids that are always trying really hard. So I really can't just sit back, use crap weapons, and pretend I'm not even trying, because if I do that, I do really bad, and it's tough, but I'm really doing my best. And I know it's a huge topic that a lot of people are talking about and concerned about, and I'm not really sure what they're gonna do about it. By the way things are looking, they're probably gonna keep skill-based matchmaking, but I'm crossing my fingers and my toes that they maybe add a mercenary mode for solo players. It'd be so nice to see a mercenary mode. That way you're guaranteed to at least not play people on a team, because a full team versus a full team of randoms is just not fair in my book. Favorite weapon, BAL 27. You could have guessed that. I use it, but I definitely try to mix my gameplays up. As you notice, I'm not always using the same guns. I try to use a variety of weapons, ARs, SMGs. I haven't used the shotguns yet. Want to give them a go, but I really try to mix it up as best as I can to keep it fun and fresh for you guys. Exo launcher, frag. Don't use it too much. Score streaks, stop telling me it's the aerial recon drone. That is not my favorite score streak. Jeez, Sledgehammer, they're trolling me, man. And here's a few medals. I wish they said what they were instead of just a logo, but that's that. Before we go ahead and actually prestige, what else can we show off? My different outfits. If you guys want to see this, you saw it last time. This is the one I got from beating the campaign. It looks cool, red, white, and black. Nice color scheme going on. My second one, this dude's like rocking military army green gear, which I might change his pants. I know this really doesn't matter, but you know, it might match better. Like, doesn't that match pretty well? Like, I like that. I don't know. I'm keeping it. It doesn't matter too much, just for looks, man. Preference. Here's my third one. Looks cool with the purple hat, purple gloves. Got that royalty gear. And here's my new outfit. Got the bandana, Oakley shades. My new EXO with green. There's graffiti. My shoes are green. My gloves are green. He's looking pretty cool in my book. What else can we show before we go ahead and prestige? My classes. I guess that's a good thing to show off. Alright, so I recently just switched out my IMR class with the HBR-A3. This gun is super good now that they gave it. Did they give it increased damage? Or did they lower the damage at range? I forgot. It was one of the two, but it's still very good. Red dot foregrip and the quick draw grip is a great combo. I might switch out the quick draw grip with stock once I get it, because being able to strafe and move faster while aiming down your sight might be more beneficial than having the quick draw grip on this weapon. It is personal preference, but moving fast and strafing your enemies is super helpful, because I was a huge fan of Stalker from previous CoDs, and it always seemed to help me out. For the perks, kind of stealthy, more so aggressive because I switched out Blast Suppressor, but low profile, peripherals, hardline, and toughness. Toughness is probably not necessary on this gun because I kept this on for my IMR burst weapon. You could switch it out with Blast Suppressor. There we go. I like hardline. Get your streaks quicker, even though they recently increased the amount of points you get for capping flags and for getting kills in the objective game modes. So you get your streaks extremely quick, making enemy teams back out all the time. Like, once I get going and get my streaks, you keep getting them over and over and over, and the enemies can't handle it, so they back out. But check it out. UAV, Aerial Assault Drone, Orbital Care Package. They really haven't changed that much since the start of the game. I don't tend to use the high ones that often, only because this is not that type of class, I guess. It doesn't really matter, but I like using lower ones because they're easy to get, and these things do get you a lot of kills. If you've seen my recent I Stand Alone, this streak right here, Aerial Assault Drone with AI control and rockets, does so much damage. It gets more kills than the higher streaks do. That's saying a lot. It's effective. I like it. Orbital Care Package. I recently used to use Better Odds, which is a great choice, but I've been recently using Double Tap. So if you don't like the first contents you get, you can Double Tap X and hopefully get something better. If you get something worse, that sucks. But it's cheaper than that, and you generally get pretty good stuff. I was testing it out. Still haven't tried these out yet. Gotta give them a go. Next class, the ASM-1. They recently buffed this, guys. I posted a gameplay, and this is the weapon I used to make people back out of the game. It's super good now. You kill people from close up like it's nothing. They melt quicker than butter in hell. Yes, that fast. And check it out. Advanced rifling, laser sight, foregrip. This is a pretty killer combo if you're using Gung Ho. If you don't want to use Gung Ho, you can switch out the laser sight with the quick draw grip, which makes a good combo. If you use quick draw grip with Gung Ho, you aim down sight, like it stutters in aim. It's not like a fluid aiming. It like stops because the Gung Ho, I think, would make it too OP if you had the quick draw grip as well. But lightweight, Gung Ho, hardline, hardwired. This class is not stealthy. People say, Sean, why don't you have on Blast Suppressor? Because you don't need it on every single class. You shouldn't have to use a perk on every single class, because all classes should not be catered to the same type of playstyle. This is an aggressive, rushing type setup that I get kills quickly with, but I don't plan to survive for a super long time. I just want to get my streaks, die, and get them again. That's what it's all about. I'm not trying to get a DNA bomb with this. That's not the type of class. I put on hardwired because so many people are rocking out with the system hack. If you play Ground War, sorry about this. Let me close this thing out here. If you're playing Ground War, so many system hacks, one after another. You can't see anything for not using it, and that prevents it. Score streaks, UAV, there's a system hack, and the Warbird. On the UAV, extra time, extra assist points, system hack, assist points. On the Warbird, aggressor. Good setup, gets you kills, super effective. Next one, here is the classic ball, whatever you want to call it, 27, assault tier. This one just has more mobility, you could be faster with it. This one's not too bad, but it has less damage. I don't like less damage. This is still probably the best gun in the game. It probably is, because with the foregrip, you really can't even notice the recoil difference. It's still really good, and it works out great. Stock, foregrip, quick draw grip, best combo. Low profile, peripherals, scavenger, blast suppressor. I plan to survive longer with this setup. I'm just messing with different streaks. I try to switch them up often to keep it fun for me and to mix it up. Trying the Vulcan out. Warbird, not too bad. That's a good class. Here's a Moore's sniper class, one of my most recent ones from my Exosuit Sniper with the ACOG scope. It's fun to use. The ACOG scope in this game is better than ACOG scopes from other games. It's easier to use, at least that's what I think, and I do pretty well with it. Sniper pistol. For the perks, overcharge, fast hands, hardline. I don't plan to survive for super long, that's why I don't have many stealthy stuff on. I put stuff on that benefits like what I'm using. Exo cloak. Overcharge, make it last longer. Fast hands, I can use my stuff quicker. And then for the streaks, UAV, aerial assault drone, orbital care package, and a remote turret. I did not put any module upgrades because with this setup, I really don't plan to live that long or get many points. So getting these lower streaks is easier. And here's this kind of crappy weapon class. Even though they buffed it as well, it's still not that effective. If you use it, you're going to be dying a lot. Yep, I tried it out. It's not too shabby, but you just get beat out so much. EPM3. It's the directed energy semi-auto weapon. It's fun, but it's a challenge. Red dot, foregrip, make it easier. Sniper pistol, danger close, blind eye, toughness, hardline. I always try to have one class with blind eye and danger close. Danger close to make my score streaks do more damage, and blind eye so I can stay hidden from enemy score streaks. I should definitely put on some type of rocket. The Maws or Mayhem is good for like not locking on to stuff, and this one's good for locking on for like anti-air stuff. So you can pick, but for now I'm gonna put this one on because it's elite. And I'm not even gonna really talk about this class. It's not even worth talking about. But there you have it. Let's go ahead and Prestige because I don't want to waste your time too long. These Prestige videos aren't the most entertaining. I'm just showing my stuff off, and I know a lot of you guys do appreciate this, and I'm glad. And if you are, give it a thumbs up. I know I'm asking early, but even support on these videos do make me happy, and I really do appreciate that. But let's go ahead and Prestige. Check out this emblem. I think it looks pretty cool. It's some type of helmet, but it has metal chains and red in the background. I like that. Let's do it. Enter Prestige level 5. Okay, yes, let's pick one. Now let's think, what do we want, guys? I picked the IMR. Should I pick... Nope, get that level 10, so I don't need to waste it on that. These aren't even worth using. It seems like the SMGs you unlock last are the worst ones, or not as good, in my opinion. Snipers don't matter, shotguns, it really doesn't matter. Heavy weapons, do I want to pick one of these? Not really. Specials, no thank you. Secondary, how about this? Level 16. I honestly might pick the Mayhem. I don't know why. It's kind of like just calling my name. It's level 50. You get it so late. I kind of want it. Even though I barely use it. You know what? Wait, what's the tracking drone? Level 19. Like, that's not that high of level. Most of this stuff you get pretty early on. And then, perk 3 greed? That's what I'm picking because I use perk 3, the third perk slot the most, and those contain the best perks. There's no going back. Oh no, then I'm not gonna Prestige. No, let's go. Let's go. Check it out. Very cool. Got that new thing. Ooh, some new boots. Okay. Some new booties. Should we put them on? They look kind of ugly in my opinion. But there it is, guys. Let's equip our new, where is it? The player card thing. Or at least check it out. Go down to the... No, where's it at? Prestige, here it is. Check it. There she is. That's cool. Red and blue. That's my color scheme, baby. I like that. Should we make a class just before we end this video? We also have a supply drop, but I want to make a class that I'm going to use for my leveling up. What should we pick? Since This gun is still kind of the most effective. I'm going to put it on. Don't have attachments for a secondary. We don't have much to work with. We got to put this on. Let's put this on just because it's professional. Why not? For the perks, I always start off with low profile. Stay off those UAVs. It's very helpful. This one, I generally pick peripherals, have a bigger map, and you take out enemies without showing their death location. A little bit of stealthy and kind of helps you out, see more of the map and where people are. Perk 3, let's throw on Scavenger and my good old perk Hardline. I like these two perks. And exo ability, let's pick the shield if you're playing objective game modes. I guess you can also pick overclock for objective. Exo mute is completely useless. The only point in using this is if you don't want to hear your own footsteps. What's the point of that? If you can't even hear enemy footsteps, you can only hear yours, so it's kind of a waste. I'm going to pick shield for now. Launcher, I'm going to pick frag. What was I saying though? I thought I was saying something about something, but I forgot. Nah, I don't know. I'm going to keep going on. I get sometimes distracted. UAV, remote turret, warbird. Not too much to show off, guys. That's my class. I'm going to use this to get a few more levels and hopefully get some more stuff unlocked soon here. But there you have it. Before we end, let's open this bad boy. Supply drop. Give me something good, please. Look at double XP for days. 25 minutes, 10 minutes, a total of 35 minutes of double XP. You see what I'm saying, man? You always get double XP, and you level up so fast in this game. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to give it a thumbs up, you can. I really do appreciate that. You guys can stay connected on all my social media. Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. I've been telling you guys this, I know, but whoa. I plan to live stream very soon. I just got to get OBS set up. I have to adjust my stream overlay to better suit Twitch, and it should be fun because it's going to be cool to play and interact with you guys as I'm playing, because currently it can only reply to comments, and I do try to reply to as many as I can, but it's not like replying live. It should be fun, and I definitely look forward to that. And I also have ELiTESHOT apparel. Check it out, guys. It's sweet. And some of you guys are wondering, Sean, what control freaks do you use? I use the Elite on the right and the Alpha on the left. I'm also rocking my ELiTESHOT shield. All of these are available at controlfreak.com, guys. I love this setup. It's been my favorite setup for quite some time now. I like the taller right concave stick because I've always preferred a concave stick on my right stick, unless I'm sniping, because when it's convex, like the PS3 thumbstick, it's better for like long range because your thumb has more to work with and it's more leverage. It sounds crazy like mumbo jumbo when you tell people who don't know about control freaks, but they really do help, guys. I don't like sounding like an advertisement, but I would not be using or recommend you guys to check out or use control freaks if they didn't help myself. I've been playing with them for years and I can't even play without them. When I switch over to my SCUF controller, I really can't even adjust to it because I've made the mistake of getting a SCUF controller with the SCUF thumbsticks. I don't know why I did. I should have got the default sticks and then just threw on my favorite control sticks to go with it. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. These ones, they're smaller. You don't have as much to work with, and I just don't like them as much as my control freak. So I might either send this one back or just go ahead and order a new SCUF and maybe give this one away. And so I could throw on my control freaks because I definitely prefer using these bad boys, and they just make it look so cool. Look at this thing. It just looks sick, and it's so cool to see my logo on it. I still can't believe it. And thanks again to Control Freak for getting me a shield. That was nice of you. But as I always say, it's ELiTESHOT here, aka Sean, your friendly cat fanboy. I'm signing out. Peace!